I hope this is coming through loud and clear. We are trusting the 4G here in Aberystwyth today and hoping for the best. But as you can see, the Invacar is here. Where's the chat gone? Show me all the chat, please. I can't see any of it. There we go. Are we live then? Are we coming through loud and clear? Please do let me know. Apologise, it's a bit shaky, but for some reason when we're doing YouTube live, the image stabilisation on the phone doesn't seem to work very well, so I may have to get the old selfie stick out. Great, says Gary R. Thank you very much. Excellent. Miss Hubnut is there just to check the feed in the chat. As you can see, I'm in Tuck, so Miss Hubnut is not here today, but yeah, ever present in the chat, keeping an eye on you all, which is good because it's hard to keep up with it here. But yeah, here we are. We're at Llety Parc in Aberystwyth. And it's the New Year's Day meet. It's very early doors, we're only just getting started, but a few cars have arrived already. That one is something very special. It's actually a car I've driven in the past, so we'll go and have a look at that in a bit. But yeah, cars are trickling in. This event's running from 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock, so what I'm hoping to do is capture some cars coming in. Not everyone wanting to get up early today, it seems. But let's flip the camera and we'll have a look at what's going on. I failed to flip the camera. Flip! Hey, there we go. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. Let's see what the year brings. We'll go and start down this end of the lineup, as it is at the moment, shall we? We've got the standard 10 here. I think we've seen this before. It can be a problem with some of these events, that you see local cars. And this is a local car. EJ is a number plate that would have been in this area when that car was new. So perhaps it's been here from new. But standard 10, it's a monocoque construction and a nice little car. Engine's 948cc, but is not an A-series engine. Amusingly, the standard 8 used an 803cc engine, and that also was not an A-series engine. It's the same engine that went into the Triumph Herald and also turned into a 6-cylinder version for the TRs and the Triumph 2000. So minus 25, I'm pleased to say it's not minus 25 here today. Moving on, we've got a Lancia Delta that we did see at the Wheels for Wales meet. Sadly, it tore up its cam belt on that route and we saw it parked up, but it's all been repaired and all is good now. We've got a Jaguar X300, it contains a 6-cylinder one by the indicators, which are rectangular, the more oval on the 308 V8 version. So it's the car that replaced the XJ40, very much an evolution of it, funded by the takeover by Ford. Rover P5B, this is in lovely condition. It's far from concours, but all the better for it. Being the V8, it's got the row style wheels, which absolutely look the part. It's a coupe as well. Look how sleek it is. One of many minis. Tuck, you know all about Tuck, hopefully. But we can do a catch-up later on if you're not so aware. I've got a couple of little minis. Again, they're both on EJ plates, suggesting they are local minis. And some modifications going on. Some chunky fat rubber and under those fat arches. I think they look very, very lovely. I think those are Mark III minis, if I'm correct in that. But yeah, let's go and have a look at this Landcrab. This is a very, very interesting car. This is a pre-production car. It was at the press launch of the car up in Scotland, and I believe in the history file there is a photo of Sir Alec Isagonis with it. And it used to have, for some reason, left-hand drive wipers. And it did when I drove it, because I drove this car back in 2007, 2008. No, it must have been 2007, I think. It was when I was living in Northamptonshire, and belonged to Michael Sanchez then. And a fascinating car. It was back in the days when companies would sell off their pre-production cars, but it was subsequently modified by another owner. I think it may have even been in the experimental department for a bit, so it's got quite an interesting history, and side indicators it probably wouldn't have had from new. So there we go, the oldest surviving Landcrab. It's good to see it again. There is a photo with Sir Alec Isagonis at the press launch. This very car. Oh, he did have the side indicators fitted. Look at that. So fascinating history. And this is actually the first Landcrab I ever drove. And I've not driven a huge number of them, but of course I have managed to drive an Austin Kimberley as well that was developed from this platform. So that is a car I did not expect to see here today. Subaru Impreza next to it. They love their rally cars in this part of Wales, and becoming very, very collectible now, these Subaru Imprezas. Oh, Happy New Year from New Zealand. Hello, New Zealand. New Zealand is live in the chat. There's not much else here at the moment, but like I say, hopefully folk will start turning up. It's New Year's Day. No one's in a rush, are they? So we'll just go and have a look at this delicious Mazda MX-5. I think it's on an H plate. I think I saw this on my way in. Yes, it is an H plate, so that's a very early MX-5 here in the UK. In that blue that so many of them were in. A colour that really suits it. And there's just such a delicious purity to these early MX-5s. Lovely cars. 1.6 litre engine, 115 brake horsepower, I think. So not very much power, but very, very much fun. And over here, a little Austin A30. Giveaway being the lack of indicators and the chrome grille. Tell you that. It's an A30 and a smaller rear window. Very nice. Even got the nodding dog. Look at the interior. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely condition. So that's the start of Austin's A-Series engine, is in the Austin A30, 803cc. So lovely, lovely cars. Right then, we shall see if anything else turns up. Hold on, I'm going to ping back to me. Hello again. Yes, in the meantime, we'll answer a few questions if you've got any, and we'll have a bit of a natter here on New Year's Day while we see if any more cars turn up. I may just go and sit in Tuck because holding the phone up is getting quite heavy already. But yeah, Tuck, absolutely no problems this morning. Fired up first time. And then we potted down here about 18 miles. Frustratingly, she very, very nearly hit all the threes on the way here. We've got less than a mile to go, and she'll be on 33,333 miles. Yeah, there we go. So you're now back in the mount. I can actually use both my hands. Where's Up and Down? A long way from here. We did see Up and Down last week at the Great British Car Journey. Still got more videos to come on that. Had a bit of a chat with Kitch. I was going to say a quick chat, but you can't have a quick chat with Kitch. It's impossible. Just drive around the car park a few times. I mean, that's possible. We could do that. But there isn't a decimal counter, so I've no idea how close I am to hitting the next mile. What miles did Tuck have when you adopted him? I call her her. I'm trying to remember now. 27,436, I think it was. Was it that much? So have I done 6,000 miles in Tuck? Blimey. I mean, it is through 6 years of ownership, so distinctly possible. So yeah, I think it was 27. I'm sure someone will correct me. Hope Tuck will get some love this year and some bodywork repairs. Yes, that is very much the point. Deliberately starting with Tuck today because yeah, this is going to be the year of Tuck. It should have been 2 years ago, really, when she celebrated her 50th anniversary. Do you know anybody with a Citroen SM? I don't think so. No. Another one from New Zealand. Hello, Northern Ireland. Was there any paperwork? No paperwork with Tuck, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Miss Hubnut is just relaying the fact that Diego is unwell at the moment. Not the best start to the year. It's one reason I'm in Tuck is a single seater, and if we were both coming, I couldn't bring Tuck. Oh, Griff Lane's ST220 clicked over to 167,000. Yeah, excellent. I'm glad you told the car well done. You have to, don't you? If you hit a round number, you've got to pat the dashboard, or at least the steering wheel. Tuck looks amazingly big next to those minis. She's very tall compared to a mini, but slightly narrower. Would love to see a test drive swap between Tuck and JM's Ferrari. Well, maybe we can make that happen. I would recommend that he comes over here. But, oh, there's a very noisy V8 Audi coming in at the moment. Happy New Year from the Azores, Portugal. Lovely. Oh, someone's Fabia's just hit 222,222 kilometers. Excellent. Betty will hit all the threes this year. She's about 2,500 kilometers away. Took the crown on the Great Ocean Road again today. Oh, lovely. Yeah, hello, Paul. Good to see you in the chat again. Paul owns the lovely Toyota Crown I drove when I was in the Melbourne area. Scary to think how long ago that was. Frightening. Oh, questions are pinging in very quick at the moment. Any car you'd love to get your hands on in 2024? Many. Trabant I would like to do. Wartburg. Maybe some four-stroke things as well. Yeah. We'll see what we do. Matt Phillips, when you test a car for the channel, do you research it in advance? I do tend to research. I mean, I've got a lot of facts in my head, which you will see when I walk around the show, but to do a feature on one car in particular, you've got to do the research. So, yeah, spend a lot of time reading up. Lord Stiff Upper Lip, where are you? I'm at Llety Parc in Aberystwyth, quite near the McDonald's. This video is not sponsored by McDonald's, and frankly, I'd recommend eating pretty much anywhere else. Do you like a McDonald's breakfast? But apart from that, oh no, thank you. Not that there's many better choices here. I don't know if Smoke Shack is open. I don't think so. That's a very good eatery, very near where I am. How's the Pajero faring? Haven't been anywhere near it for weeks due to illness, Christmas. Whiteland had a day off as well. So we haven't managed to get anything done. I'm hopeful that a little welding has occurred while we've been away, but yeah, that may not have occurred. Camry, I lost track of. It went to someone who was going to get it fixed, but then it seemed to move on. So I think that may be a little sad now. Unfortunately, it may well be dead. Foxland Follies, there's a chap at the garage up the road who has a very nice Trabant, which is currently recommissioning. Excellent. Red Fred, are you still riding your e-bike? No, not really the time of year for it. It gets dark so early and I'm not happy riding around on the dark. C. Dan Smith, how about testing a Mark 10 Jaguar? They are big cars, but I would like to do more with the Jaguar Daimler Heritage Trust, so maybe a Mark 10 is one of the cars we take out. Don't know if you know the collection, but if there's a Jaguar you would like me to drive, let me know in the comments. We'll see what we can do. Gary O'Rourke, is it easy enough to get tyres for Tuck? Yes. She's still on the Michelin 125s we fitted 6 years ago. Where else have we got? Will you be keeping the same colour on Tuck? Yes, because it is the colour of Invacars, so I won't be changing that. Don't break down in the drive-through. No, they don't like that. True Voice of Reason, another Happy New Year. Hello. Shazad, I believe you're one of the few that has driven a Renault Fuego Turbo. If so, are the seats as good as they say? Yes. Lovely seats in the Fuego Turbo. Very comfortable, very supportive. The problem is, when I drove that Fuego Turbo, I was in Christchurch, New Zealand, and I could not find a nice twisty road to take it down. So it was a very competent car, but I didn't really get to experience the best of it. So, yeah. Richard Bullock passed on Miss Daisy to her next owner. We saw that, Richard. Not to worry, it was your car, it was yours to sell, and I think you were asking a very fair price to it. Hopefully the new owner will be in touch. I don't know if they're a Hubnutter, but Miss Daisy, a lovely little car. We're looking through photos of the year last night, and every time photos popped up of Miss Daisy, I was just like, oh, if only I had enough room to keep them all. Did you finally upgrade the seat in Tuck? No, I've still got the same old seat. This is the good side. Hugo Sana is still alive. I don't know if we've got Matt in the chat, but Matt, who's helping us out with the big secret meeting, has the Hugo Sana, and he's got some interesting ideas for it. He's actually got two Sanas now. He bought another one as well. So Adrian Evans is looking for me around Cardigan. We were in Cardigan yesterday. Actually, we had a brief visit. The Tesco was chaos, so we went to Aldi instead. We're actually just enjoying a lovely day out. We went down Llangranog, had Tavessa Tan pizza. Lovely, absolutely delicious. Danny Brown, did you ever drive to Port Hills in Christchurch? Yes, that's what takes you over to the place I've entirely forgotten the name of. I think I did drive around there, but this Fuego was the other side of town, and yeah, not ideal, unfortunately. Oh no, Miss Daisy's auto box was getting a bit funky. That's sad news, but I don't think they're the most robust gearboxes, and yeah, I think they work very hard to miniaturize everything and make them work. Oh, Berkshire, where Daihatsu Sirion has just hit 65,000 miles, nice and low. It's about half of what Show Me the Charade's doing. Shane Marsh says, looking smooth. That's because I put the phone in a holder, so it's not moving anymore. Scale electric model of the VL Commodore. Oh, that's desirable. Matt Phillips asking 2 questions. Oh, hold on, I've lost the chat. There we go. How many cars have you owned? No idea. Probably somewhere around 80 or 90. And where did wiper fixation come from? Again, I've no idea, but it started very, very young. I was always fascinated by the movement of them on buses, and I would actually get drinking straws as a child and replicate wipers of buses. Sad, very sad. But you know, you can put drawing pins through the straws. You can make your own pantograph mechanism. Yeah, this is probably why I didn't have many girlfriends when I was young. Could you find a Mark 1 Civic? Would love to. That'd be a good one to do. Update on the cheap car challenge. No, we haven't got that. An update on that, unfortunately. Do you know Salvage Rebuild? I do. I don't follow their channel closely, but I'm aware of them. They had a Reliant Ant last year, I think. Was it an Ant? I think so. Again, the chat just keeps on disappearing. I don't know if it's because the data's a bit poor. Oh no, someone came home from Aberystwyth yesterday. Oh, sorry. I didn't share details on me because I wasn't 100% sure we'd be able to get here, and I thought it would be really disappointing if we come and we're not here. New owner of Miss Daisy, just a nutter. Best worst cars you've ever owned? Worst probably in the Isuzu Trooper Mark 1. There was not one good thing about that. It was hopeless off-road, it was hopeless on-road. Best, I mean, it's hard to have a best, isn't it? But Ellie's the one that's been on the fleet for over 20 years, so she must be the best. Someone offering me a Porsche Boxster. Yeah, great cars. Are they getting a bit Hubnut, the early ones? I'm not sure. Sports cars aren't really what we're about at Hubnut. Have you ever owned a BMW? Ask someone with an interesting username. Briefly owned an E34 BMW and managed to sell it for more than I paid for it without doing anything to it, so that was good. Bucharest guided tours. Happy New Year from the land of Dacia. Hello. I still fondly remember my Bucharest guided tour in 2018. That seems an awfully long time ago, doesn't it? Blimey. Happy New Year from Perth. Hello. Of course, you're well into the new year now, over in Australia. And I've lost the chat again. Hello. There we go. Super 111, fantastic program. You should be on mainstream TV. No, mainstream TV would never let me be as boring as I am here. Another question about the Camry. We've had that earlier. We've no idea if that Camry survives, unfortunately. It's very sad. What else have we got? The E34, I think it was a 520. I ended up buying it for colleagues who was desperate to get rid of it and moved it on without really doing anything with it. Chevy Aveo, that's very, very Hubnut. Yes. And yeah, welcome to all the new members. We've had a load of channel members joined us with the Christmas live chat we did. Loads of gifted memberships were very, very kindly given. And oh yeah, Griff Lane says, give the like button a fondle, it does help. Thank you very much. Oh, hello Northumberland, that's a part of the world I would love to get to again. Very, very nice up there. And oh, is Nigel Rudd giving some memberships? Oh, well, thank you, Nigel. That's very, very kind of you. Richard Howlett, when will we hear about the March 9th event with Matt and Steph? We are hoping to get details out this week. We were aiming for today. I don't know if we've managed to get that finalised or not, but certainly this week we are looking to get some news out about that joint meet. It's going to be very, very special, and we're looking forward to telling you more about it. Obviously, we just want to make sure all the boxes are correctly ticked before we share the details, and of course we want to make sure I've got the date right. I have. It's the 9th of March. That is confirmed. It's not just me that thinks it's the 9th of March, so we're all good there. Oh, Jakob in Sweden. Hello, sir. Good to have you in the chat. I think we sent some shirts to you. They're hopefully on their way. Plaxton Excalibur, Happy New Year to you and your family. Oh, thank you very much, Gareth. Very, very kind of you. And oh, I'm falling a bit behind. Have you heard about Daihatsu falsifying crash tests? Yes. Yeah, that's slightly worrying news. That's not good at all. Not just Volkswagen who tell fibs, apparently. Caress the like button. Yeah. People thanking memberships. Thank you very much. I'm way behind on the chat, I think. It seems to have stopped scrolling. BMCA, any regret selling the Bluebird? Which Bluebird? I've owned 2 of them. I probably regret the first one more. That was a 2-litre SLX built in Japan. It wasn't a UK built one. It was lovely, absolutely lovely car. And chat's vanished again. It's been very helpful. I'd never get the date wrong of a meet. No. Oldest car owned, 1955 Austin Westminster A90. What a beast that was. But I had to sell that when we moved to Wales. Diseased Mr. T didn't have gifts enabled. That is something you need to do. I just can't remember how to do it at the moment. I think you have to look at where people have gifted, and you can see whether you've got that option turned on. Spank the like button. Steady on now. We're just easing into the year. And chat's gone again. I love this. It just occasionally just vanishes. Hooked on Classics. Which BMC car is your favourite? Ooh, that's a really good question. And yeah, I don't know, in all honesty. There are so many. I love minis, but I love the larger cars as well. I love E-type Jaguars. That's not a BMC car though, is that like pre-BMC? That's just pulled in. That is a Series 1 4.2 fixed deck coupe. That sounds lovely. Lovely condition. But yeah, I don't know. BMC. There are so many great cars. And yeah, I have no idea. So there we go. That's the, I forget what that is. That oyster, that colour? Oyster metallic? It's a particularly good colour, I think. Let's flip you around again. I press the button, it doesn't work. There we go. Beautiful cars. And what everyone forgets is E-types were really affordable back in the day. Sir William Lyons always kept the prices low. So lovely. Are you aware of the idiots that keep driving into water in the UK? Yeah, it happens. And as funny if someone's talking about floating boats, because I'm just panning around because I don't want to put the pressure on them live stream while they're trying to reverse into a car park. But yeah, that's quite funny, floating boats. Most characterful car you've ever owned. I mean, it's a toss-up between Tuck and Ellie, really, isn't it? The new storyteller from Tasmania. Hello, I saw you in New Norfolk somewhere in 2020. Wow, that was a while ago. Which BMC Rover engine do you like most? Rover V8. It's got to be Rover V8, hasn't it, really? As much as I love the A-series engine, because it lasted so long and did so much. Yeah, it's probably Rover V8s. Someone just sent me a letter. Oh, okay. We'll see if that comes through. It's not been received yet. But yeah, postal services are an utter mess. Come around and have another look at the Landcrab, because it's an early one, so it's got the different rear lights on it. Yeah. And back to my ugly mug again. Yeah, so look how nice even the larger old cars fit in a parking space. That's a very good point. Someone asking what I think of EVs. I like EVs. Oh, the Delta is on the move. Been right-hand drive converted because they were all left-hand drive originally. Maybe they're off to get food. There we go, look at that go. What a beautiful car the Delta is. I love the contrast in size between the Rover and the Mini. Yes, yeah, Minis really are very small. When you grew up with them, it's easy to lose sight of the fact that they are absolutely tiny. Is that a modified Welsh Landcrab? No, it's not modified. The modified one lives in Llandrindod, Wells, which isn't too far away, currently for sale. That's got a VR6 engine in it. This has got the 1.8 B series, and still on the old steel wheels with chrome hubcaps. So yeah, it isn't that one. That is a very interesting one. And if it's still for sale later in the new year, maybe I'll go and have a look at it. I'll tell you what, should we go and see if anything interesting is happening on the roundabout? It probably isn't, because this is just an ordinary roundabout. This is the Morrison's roundabout. I came here with Ellie back in 2003 or early 2004, I think it was, and we did a 2CV run that started at that Morrison's, and then for many years it became my local supermarket. Any of the Minis have auto gearboxes. I think they're all manuals. we're going to have a look, shall we? That's the beauty of doing a live chat. Oh, it's got a Miniman sticker on it. Miniman used to be based in Warwickshire. Actually borrowed a Mini from them at one point. That Mini's steamed up, I can't see in it. I'm not going to ask what's going on, but these two are both manuals. So there you go. Did I miss a Dacia Jogger? Oh, now I'm disappointed. I love Dacia Joggers. Little city bug. I was thinking we should do something like this. We should just come and look at a roundabout, because it's like the airport live streams. You just never know what's coming next, do you? So there's a little Lupo going off down there towards Aberystwyth. But yeah, it's a bit quiet here today, I'm going to say. As I say that, it's getting busier. Look, a C-Class Merc that's still got its rear arches. That's a rarity. Fiat 500's overload over there. We've got a Porsche 928, presumably coming into the meeting. It's a fairly late 928 with the... oh, it's 968. I do apologise. 968 is the later version of the 924, 944. It's kind of the end of that line. So a big 3 litre, I think it is, 4-banger in the 968. And some turbocharged and some not. And I think we're already starting to get some cars coming and some cars going. But yeah, it's an interesting day. Eat Mackies and watch a roundabout. I mean, it's an option, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Here's one for Miss Hubnut. The Mercedes Sprinter camper over there. That's quite an interesting conversion. There goes the Subaru. Interesting. Never seen a camper like that before. Typical flat 4 noises from the old Subaru there. Right, let's see what else we got going on in the chat. Yeah, Furious Driving is restoring a Mini. An awful lot of work in that one. He's got so many projects going on. Oh, it's a Stager with the R34 front end on it. We see that around a lot. That's just a local car, so that doesn't appear to be coming here, that Stager. We see it quite a lot. There's a camping pack available on the Jogger. Ooh, that's very interesting. But yeah, the road's now going deadly quiet. Sod's law. Where are we? Ascending new levels of autism. Yeah, I guess so. Wife wants me to go and be sociable. Sorry, Matt, but you know, it is a time of year for families, isn't it? So off you tot. Sig636, can you review an old Skoda with front mounted engine and rear wheel drive? Oh, that'd be fun to do, like the original Octavia from the 50s. That would be great to do. Oh, Jaguar E-type there. Still got some sills. That's good to see. Yeah, this is quite interesting. You know, don't know what's going to turn up. I've no idea what that red thing is. What is it? A Hyundai of some sort? I don't know. It's sadly not coming this way. We have got a very green Ford Fiesta. Oh, Ford engine, V4 or Cologne. Oh, tricky. That's very green. I like that. That's green motoring right there. In fact, all the lurid colour Fiestas have been hiding out in Morrison's, it seems. Wow. Has the trailer tent dried out? Yeah, it was dry when it went down. We were really, really lucky with the weather. E-type overrated? Not a bit of it. E-types are very special. I enjoy them very, very much. Volkswagen Bora just entering the roundabout. Nice. Oh look, Nissan El Grande. Nice. Do like an El Grande. Our friend Phil Pond has a lovely purple one. A sort of aubergine colour. Rather smart. But I'm going to pop back again. You guys can tell me if something interesting drives past while we're doing this. Oh, thank you very much, Junkers. That's very, very kind. A super chat coming in there. 10 New Zealand dollars. Thank you very much. That will go into the T fund. Okay. Oh, the chat's vanished. I'm trying to read messages and they keep vanishing again. Your Mini's got no indicators. Those stalks can be problematic. I've already had to replace one on Tuck. They do just fall apart sometimes inside and stop working. Lance Rose, hello from overcast damp Pembrokeshire. Well, I'm glad to report it's still dry here. How long for, I couldn't tell you, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. Oh, the old MDS truck coming round. Formerly Mansell Davis, but now it's a completely different company due to some issues with falsifying service records with the previous incarnation of that company. So there we go. Hello from Hong Kong. Wow. And Northern Ireland. 2024 the year you come to Northern Ireland. Well, never say never. I feel a bit bad, but I went to Dublin, and it isn't very far to Northern Ireland. But yeah, that was 2018, so I've got to get over there at some point and do that. Someone's struggling to get parts for their 05 Charade. Daihatsu parts are a pain. I recommend a company called Amayama. We managed to get an O2 sensor for the Charade, so that was good. People are going, why are you showing a roundabout, I guess? Just because random. And because not enough cars have come to this classic car meet, so I was hoping there were going to be more cars to have a look around. Happy New Year from Argentina. Hello. Yeah, an email yesterday from someone in Argentina. From Greece. Wow, this is incredible. There's over 500 people and you're all over the world. Incredible. Thailand in the chat. Gosh. New video idea unlocked. Yeah, Hubnut roundabout car spotting. I've been wanting to do it for a while, in all honesty. Again, inspired by those airport live streamers, but the problem is the traffic quite frequently does this. There is none. And then when it's all modern stuff. But maybe if we do it in the summer, there'll be some more interesting cars about the place. I mean, it's possible, isn't it? It might happen. We'll just have to wait and see. My arm's starting to get tired. I may have to go and sit in tuck again. But yeah, it's been an interesting start to the year, I think. The main thing is I've had an outing in Tuck the Invacar, which I've enjoyed very much. We had a lovely drive up here today. Yeah, 500 people to watch a Brit record a roundabout. Yeah, it's a strange old world, isn't it? Must pay for when you went driving through the rain and having no right window. Oh yes, Tuck driving in a storm. That was a ridiculous encounter. Sorry, I should turn the other way. Otherwise people are going to assume I'm being sponsored by a fast food restaurant. Hello from the Isle of Wight. Yes, hello. Wow, where are you? I'm in Aberystwyth. I'm at Llety Parc or Park Lodge, but everyone calls it Llety Parc. It's just how it works. If someone's bibbing at someone else because someone dared stop for some pedestrians, as you kind of meant to. What car has a 2024cc engine? I can't think of one. I cannot. Oh, hello, Estonia. There's a part of the world I'd love to go. Love to go all up the Baltics, up the top, one day. I still think you should have bought a VT Commodore. Oh, come on now. But the problem is I had my relationship with Betty the Ford Fairmont AU. So as much as I love the VTs, I think the VTs are lovely cars. And I drove that VU Ute for a time. Yeah, I think I made the right choice. I love Betty. Oh, thank you very much, Bikers Garage Kavala, for a €5 super chat there. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. I182. What has become of Rich and the Dacia? We're just not in touch that much. I'm not on the forum that he's on as much. I don't think he's on as well. I think we've both got life pressures going on, so we don't see very much of each other, unfortunately. It was lovely to see Rich and the Dacia Festival of the Unexceptional last year, as it is now. But yeah, unfortunately, the mighty Dacia needed recovering home. I believe it has been fixed now. Oh, hello from Campbelltown, New South Wales. Welcome to Old Wales. Well, not in South Wales, more West Wales, really. New Storyteller's made a number of driving films with his Mini. There you go. I haven't seen your channel. There are so many channels on YouTube. I'm struggling even to keep up with the ones I'm subscribed to. We've been so busy. Peter McElroy drove his Invacar in the Great Storm in 1987. Gosh, yeah, brave. And around town, probably not too bad, but out on rural roads, absolutely terrifying. Oh, who wins the Wipe Award? There isn't. Oh, let me swip. There we go. There isn't technically an award for best wipers at the show, but it's got to be the E-type Jaguar, hasn't it? 'Cause it's got 3 wipers. So that's an automatic win for the Jaguar E-type there. Yeah, I believe the mighty Dacia does survive. Oh, Whiteland Restorations in the chat. Hello, glad it's dry up in Aber. Does that mean it's not dry back home? I only came out because it's dry. Best Christmas film for car content. You know, I don't really like Christmas films, but I love watching, generally, Inspector Morse. There's always lovely, lovely cars in Inspector Morse. If you were to do a tour around Europe, what car or vehicle would you choose? One I already own. It's I mean, I've already taken Betty to Europe. It'd be good to take Tuck on a European adventure if I'm feeling brave enough. Blackson Excalibur, would you ever review a Peugeot 306D Turbo? They're great cars. I owned one many years ago, did 40,000 miles in it. Lovely car. Would love to see another road trip with you, Rich, and the Mighty Dacia. It'd be good. Yeah. Oh, Lewis is painting, and it's not the Frog Eye. He's not painting the BMW already, is he, Leanne? I can't believe he's working on New Year's Day. That is commitment. Commitment. Took on the Autobahn would be terrifying. We've had Ellie on the Autobahn. Lovely row styles on the Rover. They are, aren't they? Just a magnificent wheel. And the fact they're attached to such a classy car as the Rover P5, which itself has interesting wipers. Yeah, they're good. I've lost the end of... Oh, you can't say what's been painted, but there we go. It's a secret. You all have to keep an eye on the Whiteland Restorations channel. They're doing a live tonight. Yes, I forgot about that. Is there still time for the giveaway, Whiteland Restorations? You've got a little pot of goodies that you're going to be doing a giveaway. Is the cut-off today? I remember videos of Ellie on the Autobahn flat out. Yeah, it didn't do her any good, unfortunately, but it was good fun. Yeah, 7 p.m. Whiteland Restorations doing a live, so go and check them out later on. But yeah, we'll have another wander around the cars, shall we? Yeah, we lost a few now, but it's interesting to compare, isn't it? We've got the first Isagonis front-wheel drive design next to the third, so we need an Austin 1100 really to go in the middle. Yeah, Ellie's engine did scream for mercy when we were on the auto route. Oh, hello Lance. Motorbike in the Autobahn must be terrifying. Glenn James, yes, I've seen Auto Alex has acquired a BX estate. I think he's done one of his typical road trips on it. What if there was a triple wiper setup with 2 triangles of doom? That is a thing. Oh, we've got the bonnet up on the E-type. Should we go back and have a look? Let's go have a see what's going on. We've got the Audi V8 has joined the show here, giving it all the blubs. 102 on the Autobahn in a Seat Me. That's impressive. So yeah, there we go. There's the big XK engine with a triple carburetors. Probably best not to ask about the fuel consumption.
It's not bad actually.
Not bad.
Surprising. In fact, I'm thinking, Jesus, it's so good. I'm wondering if I'm overheating it, you know, because it's running too lean.
Lovely. Beautiful.
I'm getting 20 to the gallon.
Oh wow.
Easy.
Well, yeah, I'd take 20 to the gallon. That's what my Ford Fairmont's. Oh no, as much oil as petrol. Not good times. Very unfortunate. There goes the Audi. Love an E-type V12, one of my dream cars. If you got a V12 one, the engines are so disappointing stock. Very powerful, but they sound very ordinary. So get a Hayward and Scott exhaust and possibly fuel injection. The yellow car that's just arrived, that's a Lancia Delta, which I believe is an HF Integrale with a right-hand drive conversion. Belongs to A&D Tyres here in Aberystwyth. So that's a company. That's all right. Company well worth supporting, because he seems to spend his profits on fantastic cars. Where are we? Happy New Year from Finland. Hello Finland. Hello Western Australia. Wow, lots going on. Would you buy a Mitsubishi Colt? Probably not, because yeah, I'm just struggling generally for space. Let's go over here, because we haven't had a close look at the Porsche 968 yet. We can still do that, assuming we don't lose signal on the way. So yeah, the Porsche 968 gained the lie flat headlamps of the 928, which is why I was initially confused, but much narrower than a 928. But yeah, very well regarded cars, almost criminally overlooked. All of the 4-cylinder Porsches really. But given these cars were introduced in 1974, I think it was, the fact that this facelifted effectively version from 1992 still looks so fresh, a real credit to the team. The Porsche 924 was designed as a Volkswagen. It's meant to be a Volkswagen sports car, hence it was powered by an Audi engine. But Porsche just kept developing the platform themselves and had some real success. Oh, hello Zutphen in the Netherlands, home of Burton 2CV specialists. Zutphen is one of my favourite places in the Netherlands. What a lovely, lovely place to visit. Lovely town, I think there's a carol on there, you know, the musical bells. We've got a very, very noisy Mark II Escort has just come in. I think that's Chris Palmer of the Ceredigion on Classics Facebook group. He's got quite a nice collection of cars. We saw him at a meet earlier last year, I think. He was in a Nova saloon. Should you do a video on clearing out your unit? Yeah, probably should. Hello Denmark. Hello Isle of Wight. Wow, lots of people in the old chat. What a vast selection of cars. It's an interesting mix, isn't it? We haven't got much overlap. We've got a few minis, but otherwise everyone appears to be in something different. So yeah, look at that for taste. I think this is only fairly recently back on the road after a very thorough restoration. That's a very nice looking car. Indeed. Right, I'm back again. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Oh, another Dutch viewer. Hello. Is Festival an Exceptional on this year? It is. Tickets are now available. So search for Festival in Exceptional, organised by Haggerty.co.uk, I believe. And yeah, they can update you with all that's going on there. Some people have been grumbling a bit about the price. It is a bit of a jump this year, but to be fair, the event just gets bigger and bigger, and there's more and more for them to do. So yeah, what was once a small little free event has grown into a bit of a monster. Very, very popular event. I don't think Myrtle's going to be going anywhere, but Myrtle is a difficult one. What do you guys think? What should I do with Myrtle? Because I can't afford to keep all these cars on the road. There's only Took that is free tax, so it's really difficult to know what to do with Myrtle. I love Myrtle to bits, but she's been off the road for like 18 months now, and what do I do? It's not doing her any good just sitting there, is it? So yeah, it's a tricky one. I don't know what to do. Oh, hello Ebervale, hello Indonesia. Gosh, we've got a right mix. How do you work the gears in the Invacar? Okay, let's go and have a look at the Invacar. Flip the camera over again. It's very, very simple. Let's go over the Invacar controls. So, excuse the coffee. This is the gear selector. Forwards, it won't quite go at the moment. Backwards, that is it. And because it's a CVT, it's continuously variable transmission, rubber belt drive. And then the main controls, you've got the steering. Not very easy to steer when she's standing still. That's braking. So you push the handlebars down to brake, and then that's your twist throttle. And I know motorcyclists have this the wrong way, but that's where I like it, because I can just sort of ease my thumb out over it when I'm cruising. So that works best for me. Indicators over there, headlights and wiper, handbrake. You push for a manual screen wash. We've got a little lamp that has never worked here. Maybe I should investigate that, and a fuel gauge, and that's about it, really. So it's all very simple in the Invacar. And let's just hop aboard again, just to give my arm a rest, because we've been going for 43 minutes now, so I will be winding this one up soon. Oh, we've just had an Alfa Romeo. Is it a Giulietta? The new one. We've seen that before at this meet, but yeah, that's another arrival. But generally I was hoping for a few more cars, but the weather has been so spectacularly awful for weeks that Julia, I presume, yeah, it's been so terrible for weeks. I think a lot of people have put their classics away and just parked them up. I mean, I have myself. Ellie and Giselle are off the road. They're not coming out. And yeah, hard to know what to do. Hello, Nigel, and goodbye. Ilfracombe Devon, thank you for your gifted membership, sir. I believe that happened earlier while I wasn't quite paying attention. Yeah, Whiteland Restorations, I know Monica's all tucked up. She's right in the corner of the workshop. And Hooks on Classics, can't wait for Took to get the Whiteland treatment. Now, Took is not going to get the Whiteland treatment. We are hoping to work with Whiteland to carry out some improvement works, but we want to do the work ourselves, and we do not want this car restored to Whiteland restoration standards. We do not want Took to be immaculate. She's never been immaculate. They were never immaculate in service. So we've got to try and tread that fine line of sorting out the cracks, structural issues, taped over here, get that sorted out, and try and repaint her without losing the character. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be a real challenge. But we're just hoping that Lewis can share some of his expertise. It's not just metal bodywork he does. Fiberglass is also something he can do. Right, family, hello in Norwich. Phoenixville, is that Philadelphia in America? Wow, or Pennsylvania, probably Pennsylvania. Hello. How long before the elder Hublet will be able to drive? Next month, assuming we actually sort out her provisional driving license. Griff Lane's tax £59 a month. Yeah, it's not getting any cheaper, and that is one of the issues. All my cars are pre-2001, so even the cheap little cars like like Ellie and Myrtle are over £200 a year to tax. So it does add up, and Giselle as well. Tax isn't so bad now. You can do a month on time. So maybe that's something to look into. Take some cars off the road. Keep Myrtle and use as a backup. Well, yeah, but Myrtle's got a few issues. Non-working airbags make me reluctant to let anyone else drive her, and that was another thing. I don't really want people going out in a car that's a bit dodge. That MX-5 is the same as Matt's. Is it a UNOS? I thought it was a genuine UK MX-5. Now I'm looking at the rear bumper and the number plate. You're right, it is a UNOS. So that's my error. It's not an MX-5, it is a UNOS. Are the announcements of when roads are salted? There aren't announcements. No, they don't announce it. Well, actually, no. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. They're very inconsistent. But our neighbour happens to be a Gritter driver, the one with not my Volvo. So we usually get a bit of a heads up as to what's going on. Classic Volkswagens that have automatic sticks. I haven't really heard about them. No. Was the multiple scrapped? Yes. That did die last year. Well, yes, Miss Hubnut says she doesn't object to no airbags due to her driving position. The steering wheel is so close, an airbag, the least of her worries. It's good motivation to not crash. Showing Took some love. Yeah, it's good to be out in Took. She doesn't get many outings. Myrtle to become a race car. That'd be fun. Yeah, get a turbo on there. Go almighty car mods on Myrtle. Shame I haven't got the expertise or money to make that happen. Where are we? I'm just trying to catch up with everything. Where are we? Yeah, Took needs more than just a clear coat. There's some areas the paint has gone right through to the gel coat. So she does need painting, it's just how we do that. Bo Sexton, should I disconnect the battery on a stored Classic over winter? Probably, unless you can put a battery maintainer on. I generally do take the batteries off. It just keeps them healthier, because there's always something that will drain a battery. Do you know about Cotswold Motoring Museum? I do. That's in Bourton on the Water. Very pretty little village, and very nice little car museum there. Hooked on Classics. Yeah, I appreciate you're not talking about a full resto, but again, it's how far you go with the bodywork. There's quite a lot of character here. I like the fact she shows that she sat 14 years in the field. It's just trying to get the balance right. Suzuki Bandit Rider, is Foxanne still about? Yes, and the current owner of Foxanne was in the chat earlier on, and we weren't talking about Foxanne, but Foxanne's Follies is the channel, I think. The home of Brum, indeed, yes. And okay, well, I think I'm probably going to wind things down, because I see a few people lurking who probably want to have a chat with me, so I'm probably going to do that and go and have a chat with some of the other cars, and I'm going to have a very close look around that Landcrab. Like I say, very, very interesting car, pre-production Landcrab, very, very unusual. If you're just coming in, then watch the video back and have a look at that Landcrab, and we'll see how that goes. Someone saw a Fox today in Musselburgh. Oh, nice. Miss Hubnut wants Mackies. What Mackies? I can't see a Mackies. Shame. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Happy New Year. May 2024 be everything you had hoped, and we'll just pop out of the car again. And I hope all is well for you. Mighty Car Mods Racing a Perodua, yes, amazing. Go and watch that next. And great off the cuff live. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in a future video. Farewell. See, in the right light, it still says Invacar.